Bunzarelli Show.
All right, this is the Bunzarelli Show. We stream this most Fridays on twitch.tv/Bunzarelli. Then we clean it up, we slap a bow on it, we throw it on YouTube, and then if you want to take the audio version, we are on all your podcast players, Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, and pretty much whichever one you like. But joining me, I got my buddy Khiim in the house. Khiim, what's going on, man?
Not much. How you doing?
Good, great. We are talking about WandaVision, Episode 6, all new Halloween Spooktacular, right here on the Bunzarelli Show. Khiim, we definitely made some progress. We were talking about exploring Quicksilver, because that's the big part of the first half is exploring Quicksilver. I feel like my idea and what I'm getting is he got sucked in, and the role Wanda made for him is that of her brother.
Yeah.
That's why he's like talking about memories of, getting shot and things like that.
Didn't happen to him specifically.
Yeah, and I think it's like he's got a little bit of his X-Men personality. First of all, he did run, but it's a little bit of him, but it's also just like the goofball because that's part of the TV character Wanda made. So, like I said, the thing I'm really wanting to see is what happens when Vision gets in his head.
Yeah.
Because I want to see exactly what his experience was. He did say something like, "You called to me, I heard you calling, and now I'm here." And it was like, I'm thinking, something I forgot to bring up last week was I think that because of the fight with Vision, she started feeling alone.
Yeah.
Because if she's doing this whole thing for Vision, which I got theories about that too, but if she's doing this whole thing for Vision and then she's losing Vision, now she is alone.
Yeah.
And then it was just like I think that's why the doorbell rang when it did. I think she's just like, I got no friends here. I got nobody on my side.
I need somebody else in, yeah.
And that's what he's kind of doing. He's kind of like even like Vision wanted to go exploring stuff and, it was like a little bit of tension and Quicksilver kind of fixes it.
Yeah, he's like, I'll fill in that part then.
Yeah, and he kind of patches up the problems going on. I liked on this show, I was a big fan of the kids.
Yeah.
I liked, first of all, they're decent actors. That's hard with kids.
Yeah, definitely.
I liked it had like a Malcolm in the Middle feel. Is that what they were going for?
I don't know. That was that was what I got from it.
Yeah, it looked like something familiar. I just couldn't put my finger on what it was. Yeah. But it looked like one of those, because if you think the last show was the 80s, so this is supposed to be a 90s thing. That's why I started going Malcolm in the Middle or the kids, and the kids are narrating.
Yeah.
And I thought that was great to kind of just catch us up on what's going on. Like, mom hasn't been the same since Uncle Pete got here. Oh, mom and dad are having a weird time. But yeah, I like the kids. I like the stuff that happens with the kids down the road.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, so Vision comes down. He's got that little bit of like, still, you could tell he hasn't really changed his mind on things, because he starts saying, well, it's the only thing in the closet was this Halloween costume.
Yeah.
And then he's like, okay, I got to just slip back into character and stuff.
Yeah.
Play along. But Vision pretty much knew what he was doing when he walked down those stairs.
Oh, yeah.
He knew what his plan was.
Yeah. He definitely did. I didn't even realize he was calculating that until later when Herb said it.
Yeah, he's not supposed to be on the watch.
He's not on the watch. I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, he's playing along, but he's fully sentient.
Yeah, he's getting to the bottom of his thing.
Yeah.
Hayward totally went jerk on us.
I've got a feeling about Hayward.
Yeah, tell me, because he's up to something.
Now, again, I know I've said this like 3 or 4 times, that there was somebody else monitoring the waves, or I forget whatever it was called. Yeah. The cosmic microwave background waves or whatever.
Yeah, CMBR.
Yeah. Darcy said that in this, that he's been monitoring, or he's been watching it.
Yeah.
And nobody else knew about it.
Yeah, he had a way to look in there.
I think I'm going to jump out on a limb.
Okay.
I think he's Hydra.
It could be.
I think he's Hydra, and that's why he's got this hyper aggressive attack towards Wanda and like the whole situation.
Yeah.
Everybody else is more kind of stepping back, just trying to observe what's going on, and he's just already full force like attack, sending the drone, shoot him down. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And he seems to have beef with superheroes in general.
Exactly.
Because he was throwing Captain Marvel in Monica's face.
Yep.
Like, yeah, you hang out with them kind of thing.
Yeah, you're a hero empathizer.
Yeah, and just he doesn't like it just without the Wanda situation, he's not happy in general. Like that was a deep cut. Like, oh, it's a shame you weren't here when your mom died and stuff. Like, wow, you really just switched up from being
you
like
went from the guy who's like, oh, glad back to see you, you know, and everything. Your mom put these protocols in place to protect you. To just like, he's Hydra. I think so.
Yeah, he's something. Here's whatever he's up to before Darcy got sucked. There's a lot of the parts about Darcy getting sucked in there.
I think Darcy knows about it too.
Yeah, because she sent the email to Jimmy. I didn't catch it before because he's typing in a director. But I said FBI James Woo. It was Jimmy Woo.
Yeah.
So hopefully it got to Jimmy, or he's going to check his email later. But he's going to find out what Hayward knows or whatever.
I think she was also throwing in a hint when she's like, "Do I work for you?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, clearly he's the one in charge. Why are you asking that? I think she kind of knows that something's off about him.
Yeah.
Even at that point, you know?
Yeah, there's something up with him. The other cool thing about Darcy getting sucked into the Hex is, well, I'm pretty sure she's going to be right next to Vision. So she's going to wake up and she's going to either be in character and maybe, hopefully, Vision frees her mind and finds out the stuff she knows.
Yeah.
Because a little thing that we know from the trailers is, you know, you just see a little bit, but eventually Vision kind of turns around and sides with Wanda. I don't think he's happy about what's going on with the people.
Oh, no. Not
so
at all.
maybe the resolution is they let the people go, but they still want to stay there. See, I think Vision was coming apart because I think Wanda's holding him together.
Yeah, I think if he goes outside of that reality, he's dead.
Yeah, he's outside the grip.
He goes back to what he was.
Yeah, because, well, I mean, granted, she threw Monica out of there, and she was fine, but she also wanted Monica out.
Yeah.
But Vision just couldn't leave and everything. His experience with Agnes, that was pretty cool. Because Agnes still seemed like Agnes.
Yeah.
And Quicksilver pointed it out later, too. He's like, yeah, you know, it's their personalities, but just a little amped up a little bit.
Yeah, same personalities, better jobs, better haircuts.
Yeah. And we got Agnes's point of view. Speaking of which, the thing with the people on the outside that are just kind of like tranced and they're just, you know, the woman with the tear and everything.
Yeah.
I feel like either it's because they're further away from Wanda and Wanda always expects Vision to kind of be by her side. And maybe she's just, you know, those people are there when I need them or something.
Yeah.
But that was just weird.
I'm not too sure about that, to be honest, that whole scene.
Yeah, I just took it as like you're getting too far from the source of power.
That or maybe she's losing grip. I don't know.
Well, you would think, the end part is really... But I want to go to back to Quicksilver's hitting her up with questions. So she still doesn't understand what she did with Quicksilver.
Yeah.
She doesn't really, because she's confused by the Quicksilver thing.
She doesn't remember anything, honestly.
Yeah.
Up until, I guess, when she became conscious of it.
Now,
she doesn't know how this all started.
I'm wondering if Vision could get that out of her.
Yeah.
Once they start getting on the same page, if he could just like touch her head and just make her remember.
Yeah.
But even like when she stepped out and made the breach and came out, she seemed like she was fully aware. It's almost like she's under her own trance when she's in there. Like she's under her own hex. But the kids are developing powers. Ironically, the kids are getting the powers of the twins.
Yeah.
One of them's fast and one of them's a telepath.
Yeah.
The fast one, because I missed it the first time. I thought the kid was just running with Quicksilver. But then I noticed he ran by himself. And then the second one turns out to be an awesome telepath. And it just stops his brother. Like, it was just like,
hold up.
that scene was great.
Yeah.
And then, like, because even he's sensing things that his mom's not sensing. I think maybe because Wanda was distracted with the Quicksilver thing. And then we had dead Quicksilver.
Yeah, that was a good scene right there.
Yeah, and it's still confusing. Like I said, we need to get into Quicksilver's head and see what's going on with him.
Unless he's dead too. Those are the only two characters we've seen where it's had those flashes of them like dead.
Yeah,
they've already identified that everybody else there are actual people.
So I think Vision is aware. He's sentient. I just think his memory's wiped. Whether it's achievable, it's he's able to get that memory back. And I don't think that's something Wanda wanted.
Yeah.
I think that was just the best she could do.
Yeah.
With Vision. Now, whether he gets his memories back or not.
No, I will say I don't think she wanted him to have his memories.
No, you don't think so?
No, because he remembers certain things. Like, he knows who he is. He knows he's Vision. He knows that they're not supposed to show their powers. Like, he knows certain things. But when it came to the Avengers, memories wiped. What happened? How did I get here?
Yeah.
You know, everything that would bring up questions of breaking that reality, he knows nothing of.
But if
he knows just enough to know, like, you know.
But if he knew who he was, so let me counter that. If he knew who he was and she was able to restore him, like, fine, nobody should have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Even if you did steal the body, you saved Vision. The problem is she's basically got a walking corpse.
Yeah.
Which is what everybody's got a problem with. Which is probably why what she did was, because my theory is when they flash back to what happened, she got Vision back. Vision's like, who am I? What's going on? And all of a sudden she's like, no, we live here. This is our town. These are our friends. These are our neighbors. And then it started getting bigger and bigger. I think that was the why.
Yeah.
I think she did it. And in her grief, and also Pietro hinted at that with her too, was like trauma. You were under some trauma, you suppressed it. He was referring to something else, but like you got to take everything for
you've got
what
to
are they
try and look
referring
at
to
stuff for like layers.
What was up with that commercial?
I have no idea.
I have no idea either.
I have no idea. Was the Yo Magic?
Yeah, it was almost like the commercial was just like the commercials are starting to fall apart. That's the only thing I grabbed from that. Like,
I don't know.
There was like what there was a skeleton at the end, and it was just that was it. There was no like what commercial ends like that.
The only thing I can think of trying to pull from that is like I was just trying to look at it from every angle.
Yeah.
Yo Magic, if you're taking that in a literal sense, is like Yo Magic, your magic, and then he was trying to open the cup and he couldn't.
Yeah.
So is the magic not accessible, or
is it telling us Vision can't live without the magic?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's the only kind of thing I could get from that. Otherwise, I'm just like, okay, you got a shark, you got a talking shark, you got a little boy stranded, and a cup of yogurt.
Yeah, it was just like dark.
Yeah,
it just it was weird. It didn't make any sense. I thought you might have caught something I didn't catch.
No, I didn't. I couldn't think of anything for that one.
The other part of it with Quicksilver playing his part and Wanda not wanting to feel alone is, did she? It seems like she's having self-reflection with Quicksilver, and he's there to serve that purpose too. Because why would you set somebody up to ask you these questions if you're in control?
Yeah.
It's almost like she's trying to figure it out herself and having the conversation with herself. When Vision was getting on her, and finally at the end of the last episode, it's like, Wanda, what you're doing is wrong. She was starting to break down, and she was about to say something.
Yeah.
And then, obviously the Quicksilver distraction. But and then when we get to the end where she actually goes to save Vision, so now the hex, she expands it.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Did it stop? I didn't see it stop at the end of the episode.
I don't believe so.
Yeah, so now are we starting this multiverse?
Multiverse of madness.
Yeah. I mean, because Quicksilver is the beginning of that.
Yeah.
We gotta make sure. There's no reason it's gonna be like a goof or a fool or coincidence. He's got to be Quicksilver from the X-Men.
Yeah.
That's. So Monica's got a hookup on the outside. The only theory I got behind that would be because she says I'm back in as soon as my contact gets here.
Yeah.
This actually is supposed to take place before Spider-Man Far From Home.
Okay.
So, because that takes place like a couple months after Endgame. So I'm thinking Nick Fury.
Nick Fury?
Because he's not out in space yet.
Okay.
And I'm thinking, but like we don't know that relationship between Sword and Shield quite, but like he is the guy if he showed up and said something. So maybe that's what she was getting at. I can't see how, if we're going with the Reed Richards theory, how that would play any part in it. So.
What about Ant-Man?
Ant-Man, well, okay, so Ant-Man, his next movie slated is supposed to be like Ant-Man and the Wasp into the Quantum Verse, which makes me think they're tying into this multiverse thing. Mm-hmm. I think it's going to be like the Endgame thing. It's going to weave into the different movies of everybody trying to patch up this mess.
Yep.
I don't think even like Doctor Strange, like I said, I still expect him to show up, but I don't see him being Monica's contact. Because what would he do for her? Like what relationship would they have?
Yeah.
I think this hex getting bigger. This has got to get Doctor Strange's attention at some point.
Now, was it? I can't remember. Didn't you say that she becomes eventually the next Captain Marvel?
There's a comic storyline. Yeah, she's been Captain Marvel. She becomes another hero. I can't remember the name exactly.
Okay.
But yeah, you're talking about the part where Darcy says your body's getting changed by this.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then if she appears in Captain Marvel, something else happens to her.
Now let me also say. So this makes me think of something randomly. So what if these people that came back? Mm-hmm. And this is just a theory. What if these people that came back, so since she got affected by the reality and she's a person that came back, and you see it's changing her blood, what if that's how the mutants come?
Oh, yeah.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, and now you're making mutants.
And that's how the mutants are coming. This reality starts touching all these people that just came back from the snap.
Yeah, your cells changed.
Yeah.
Wow.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah. And then even if Quicksilver is the only one that crosses over, and he's just special, and that'll be a cool thing. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, the other ones just become mutants.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I did not realize that. Yeah, it changes your DNA. That's what mutant stuff is.
Exactly.
Wow. That might be the key. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Good one, Khiim. I did not even see that coming. Very cool.
Just came to me. I was like, wait, hold on.
Wait a minute. Yeah, DNA. That's what
Yeah.
Okay. Well, where are we? We are in episode 6. Mm-hmm. So there's 3 left.
Really?
I want to see Darcy in there. Mm-hmm. I want to see her free from the spell, talking to Vision. Monica's still on the outside with Jimmy. So they still have some intel, and whoever comes along, they're there to fill them in.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Hayward's got nothing, because he lost all of SWORD in that thing. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if he's got reinforcements, if he's done, if he's out of the picture.
Hydra.
Oh, yeah, Hydra might just show up. The Hydra helicopters might pop in. Yeah, because there was no real resolution to the Hydra thing. Because even in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they still played it. They kind of split in faction. But like even they said in Winter Soldier, you cut off a head, another one grows, and this and that. So yes, they could just, especially, I can't remember if we mentioned this before, but in the 5 years with everybody being gone and the world being, kind of like a shell. Yeah, even Hayward kind of said in the last 5 years we had keep the lights on, this and that. It's a good opportunity for Hydra to regroup.
Yeah, definitely.
And strengthen out. So yes, that does come into play. The Hydra thing. Now I'm back on the Hydra bus.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah, welcome aboard. Back on the DSS Hydra. So I think all these things are going to kind of solve them. Like I said, I'm excited to see the next 3. I'm excited to see where this goes. Of course, Khiim, always good having you here. And I think, we got some good things we're looking at. So we will see you guys again next week.